It's a detective story, not of how my mother became to be a murdered woman, but it's about an adult woman going back, trying to understand who her mother was, and to follow both narrative arcs. The one where she went up, 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 and the one where she went down, 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 down. And so the book contains a lot of research into her life, her parents' life, the milieu of which she was a part, the times, and things of that sort. As I passed the lemon tart, or listened to someone complain about the innumerable stresses they faced in the building of their $1 million home, or tripped over a hunting dog on my way to the guest bathroom adorned with precious soaps and pressed linen towels, I would pause, swallow against the inexplicable, ill-timed memories of that small, gray room at the Hollywood Homicide Bureau, and ask myself, where in this life is there a place for a once beautiful, talented woman who suffocated and bled to death alone in a burned-out building with her sundress hiked up around her waist and her panties caught around her ankle? Where in this life is there a place for the girl who watched her mother throw herself down the steep ravine of life and somehow managed to keep herself from tumbling after? Where is there space in the grown-up I have become for all the things the girl I once was knows? Sitting at the Hollywood Homicide Bureau and looking at the pictures of her, that there's a photograph that I was looking at when she had been beaten up and come into the police station to report having been beaten and raped. And in this picture where she's bruised and black and blue, she's still doing that modeling thing with the chin out, and she still looks fabulous in some weird way. But she really always knew how to pose for the camera. Yeah, my mother and I were probably more alike when we were younger than either of us would have ever wanted to admit. I mean, she was probably much more sensitive and quiet and got really pushed and kicked and shoved into this role of, the posing thing. I know how much I hated it, and I'm sure that she hated a lot of it as well. But then it became her shtick. I guess that can happen as you're manic depressive, but you're always manic. That therapist my father went to called her schizophrenogenic, which is somebody who makes other people crazy. I'm not much for those kinds of terms because I think that, everybody has a 3-letter acronym now. I have this, I have that, I'm sure that there's a lot of liberty in having that, now I know what my thing is, but I also think it's very limiting. And I think my mother was, she was very, very bright, she was very smart, she probably had plenty of crazy like a fox to her. I think some people choose to be crazy because you can opt out of the world that way. At 11-3-83, at approximately 19:30 hours, the dead body of Anne Saville, female, white, 53 years, was discovered in her second-floor bedroom. Every time I read those words, I would tell myself, this woman was my mother. And then the more uncomfortable thought, is my mother still?